Oh, my beautiful love. How I miss you. Well, luckily it's not that kind of miss anymore now, is it? At least, not in all earnesty. I understand the up and down we've had. And I understand there are those that wish us harm still. Have no fear. The man responsible is going to know my wrath. He is no match for my love for you. It fuels me like an engine burning with all the fuel and hatred. But love, but so many feelings. So much so that when I look at you, I just get sucked into those eyes, those lips. It's all I care about anymore. What have you done to me? Don't fear. What has been done, it doesn't change who you are to me. If anything, it makes me love you more. Is an adversity, the method of which to raise up beyond oneself. Because that's how it feels to be with you now. I think of others and it's just empty. It's like a maddening, singular purpose, and yet it doesn't matter anymore. Those lingering regrets, I intend to burn them, to freeze them as quickly and as prominently as I can. I will have my goal. You will not see another tear. You will not shed another fear. But I'm sick of going away, running away from the problem, acting as though it's my responsibility alone. No. I've realized I can't do that. I've realized that while I may be a solo act, it doesn't change the fact that we're intertwined. This, as long as you wear it, we'll be led back to each other. And while I see you now as my little monster, you're still my darling. The cure that everyone keeps giving, nothing seems to be it. Endless sugar pills, and nothing seems to be cured. Every time we take a step forward, it's two back. And I won't lose you. I won't see my heart ripped out and my soul turned into a hellfire. I love you, my darling. But something about today, it feels eerie in my heart. And I wish nothing more than to forget today ever happened or drown it out with thoughts and feelings for you. But I know that's not going to change anything. I know better than to just make a wish. I'm beginning to resent that side of myself. This little boy whose mom told him to wish. Because I realized so much I didn't when I was just a hero. I realize sometimes there's no way you can always be the good guy. Not when you have people you care about. Oh, and darling, I've got other lessons to learn right by your side. The rearranging we thought was perfect. To think even someone like Kaijisaki would let me down. Clearly, if you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Make no mistake, I appreciate their efforts, as do you. But sometimes effort without results leads to resentment. And I resent them. You know, their shallow words and all their prideful, passionate help. It doesn't change anything. It came back, even if one symptom didn't. And to think they couldn't even remove it. Come, my love. Take your meal. Now. I'm numb to it, but it makes me smile to see how delicious it must taste. Is my blood really that sweet? It makes me wonder morbid things, like if they were all just plotting against us. I know it's wrong, assuming it just leads to unnecessary violence. But at this point, am I really a hero to you or anyone else? Your words mean a lot. That you still consider me your hero, even after all we've become. The only thing I can think of anymore is you. And getting you to that happy place that you always deserved. And yet, sometimes I wonder if it's that or some sick obsession with not being a failure. Am I really that far? Well, my love, I know one way to escape from our current reality. It's quite simple, really. I don't let you have a moment of rest, even if you think you need it. You know, following the upset, it's been a while. Those that I thought could help, who came with bubbling good intention, they're now just empty. I simply can't do it. Not anymore. Not anymore. What do you think, love? Are you still in there? Do my kisses mean anything anymore? Or is everything just relapsing back to the way it was? Curse my fate. As a Todoroki, As a man, I don't want anything beyond what most do. And yet here we are, empty, once again. Hate. It's such a strange word that used to be so foreign. And yet, here I am, being someone with a contrast just like my quirk, the fiery hate, and then the fiery love for you, the ice-cold vengeance, and the desire to be level-headed, to not scare you. You who I see in glimpse of yourself, only to think this is all my fault. It makes me so scared. You know my worst nightmare. It's losing you. It's losing you to that monster. That monster in me, who snaps every now and then. Snaps into a feeling that's so cold. I no longer have anything left. It's just empty space. A room with no defining traits. Is that where I'll end up? A quirk suppressant in prison? I wonder about it, my love. I see you've regained some of yourself again. What is it you want me to do? Out of anything, what is it that would make you happy? If it's just something like that, I'm sure I can do something. I swear to you, I'm anything but what I once was. And I know it may be sad, but I can't just give up halfway. If I did, where would that leave you? Where would that leave us? But I digress. I can see now. If I stay for much longer, I'll just... No. You're right. I've got just the thing so that you can help me. Or at least see what's going on sometime. It's simple. A tracker captures small things in my field of view. And then I just feel as though you want more. And maybe sometime I can oblige such things, but right now I have to go visit. I have a visit with the good doctor. As your knight and protector, it's frightening if you went. If only because how easy it is for things to get worse, and yet still is our place of residence really any better? I suppose not. Then instead, we move. We seek out those things that forlorn us. We demand answers and a cure. But the real one behind it all, the one who makes you suffer willfully, that one, I must meet him. I must make him pay. Now, please, get some rest. My little monster. Perhaps all of this will make us even closer. Do you like that? Head pats for you. I still have a heart, you know. Especially for you. And all those times I swore to you I'd be with you forever, I never once thought it'd be easier or better without. I know there's problems. I know there's so many that sometimes you probably don't know what to do. And I feel the same way. And yet, I need to. My little monster, you've made me so happy. And I need to make you happy. It's not something as simple as that. Just, I don't want you to feel empty, like I feel sometimes. The anger, the angst, the passion, the love, the threat. If anyone ever touches you, how much suffering I would use, how much torture I might be capable of. That's what I'm afraid of at this point. Myself. And yet I call you my little monster. Then what does that make me? Part of me has no idea. And the other half doesn't want to say it. Have you ever felt like that, my love? Where you can feel it at the tip of your tongue. The feeling of truth. Of what you know it is. Dancing on the cusp of everything. That's how I feel with you. There is no empty feelings. There is no cease to anything. It's just one continuous, all-consuming feeling. Like a virus spreading throughout my body, my mind, my soul. A thing that forces me, an affliction, if you will, that makes me more obsessed with you. I can't with you. I must hold you. I know. That sad look in your eye, it must be that you can see my pain. Ever since your fangs became sharp, I've thought of many things. I thought of becoming just like you. Of us living together, constantly searching for what makes us happy. A world filled with light, like I used to see it, instead of one filled with anger, fear, sadness. I don't like any of them. No, my little monster. You're so honest. And it fits everything perfectly. Your honesty only makes things more true. As I will never tell you a lie. I swear. But there's also the matter of something else. When I go, there's only one thing, one person that I can trust to guard you, and it's all of the Nomos I've created. Do you think that makes me cruel? That my desire to cure you made me use them? Those who were once human. Even making my former friends into my enemies. And what does it make me at the end of the day? I know you don't see me as it. But maybe I am. Maybe a monster's life must be a necessary evil. And perhaps I've been running away from it for far too long. I don't need them. There's only one who I need. A man who I can't find. A man who I must find. And a man who deserves hell itself. Do I scare you with the truth of things? How much hatred I have for them. It's just been growing. I don't want this, no more than you. But there is only so much a human being can do. I'm not the hero I once was. But for you, my little monster, maybe I can be exactly what you need. And to think we have moments so sweet where I get to see my little monster in all the clarity of the world. In a way that I can tell you how I really feel, even if I know there's times of happiness and times of sorrow. For now, a kiss is what I must leave you with. Do you really insist on that? Must we? Then I will respect your wish, and we can go. But if anything happens to you, if anyone tries something, then I'm afraid I'm going to be far more monster than man. A kiss for my little monster. Is it wrong how much I want you? Because if it is, I'm afraid I'll never be right. Because my love for you can never be broken or replaced. And you already knew that, didn't you? By the way you act so cute by the way you know you make my heart flutter. I think I've come accustomed to your bite, perhaps even addicted to it. And to that end, it's all I want. Your bite, your smile, your heart, your touch, everything about you. I need it as much as I want it. Part of me just stopped caring what others think. I just began to be whatever it is I felt. Feelings over morals, and it just all led back to you. Does it make me bad, my love? Am I hopeless? Am I forlorn? Sometimes I think I am. That I'm all but gone, empty. And for that, I'm sorry. I love you. But I can't make things happen from the comfort of this home, from the safety of these four walls. Sometimes they feel so comforting, guarded by so many. And yet other times it feels like a faraway land, isolated, trapping, empty. I don't regret what I've done. I refuse to, because admitting to it would only make things so much worse. And instead, I'd rather see results. I'd rather see something that actually causes a result, instead of just a pipe. Someone's here. Stay back. I'll take care of this, my love. Who's there?
Hey, old buddy. Guess we've both seen better days, haven't we? But hey, at least everyone's getting along. So, I came to you for a very important reason.
I don't know that I have time for you, Kirishima.
You'll definitely have time for my information. I know a link, a lead, someone who can get you the information you want. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what you're after, Shoto.
That doesn't concern you. Besides, you should just leave. Before things get nasty.
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm afraid I don't have a choice. You're going to help me. Otherwise, they win. We don't have time. Come on, buddy. I may be a little bit less smiley than before, at least right now. But I'm still me. And you know you can count on me.
I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help. It's all pointless. You don't understand what you're trying to promise.
No, I didn't promise anything yet. I can promise you you'll regret not coming if you don't.
What's the lead about? Is it about him?
If by him you mean epidemic, then yes, it's a lead on him. More importantly, our dear old teacher has some explaining to do.
What are you saying? Aizawa? What exactly happened?
Don't play dumb with me. You must have known what happened. It was pretty obvious. No, I don't know about you, but when you put someone in a coma, you better be expecting an ass whooping when the person gains back their memories. Isn't that kind of normal? Am I wrong to be pissed off? I don't think I am.
Not at all. I have a bone to pick with him too. And it's going to take a while. But no regrets. I'll help you, for now.
I knew I could count on you, but one thing's for sure. You gotta let me deal. You gotta let me properly talk to him after we have him restrained.
Planning to be sadistic, are we?
Nothing of the sort. More like I want to ask him why. What? Some part of me wants to believe that there's good in him, even if he did it to me. Maybe he has his own situation. What can I say? For my hardening quirk, the one thing I can't harden is my heart.
You're too soft, Kiri.
That's exactly why well, I don't want to hear that coming from you. I know how much you're going through, and what you're doing it for. I've heard all about it from Tomura. That guy's a piece of work, but he's a good guy.
Yes, but what does that have to do with anything?
It has everything to do with it, because we gotta go do this. The sooner we close in on the location of epidemic, sooner everyone starts being healthy.
Oh. Was someone you care about infected?
Well, you could say that. Let's just say the subject matter makes me grit my teeth because I get so angry. I know it's not really a becoming thing of me, but if things keep going as they are, I might just lose myself, man. That's not very cool. I got someone depending on me. If I'm gonna be a new me, gotta make sure I don't make the same mistakes as the old me. I don't have all my memories back or anything, but look, I'm asking you as a friend.
Friends. They don't mean what they used to.
I know what you mean, it's not easy. Especially with what happened with Midoriya.
It's fine. People reap what they sow. And he's no different.
Jeez, harsh, man. But the thing of it is I want to believe in everyone still. I don't want to lose that.
If you can, perhaps you're stronger. Stronger even than me. To care for my little monster has taken me away from my once friends. And it means now it's more muddled and chaotic than it's ever been before.
Look, it's gonna be okay. Once we get the information, we can do something about it, and then...
What exactly do you think's gonna come of it? Chances are we won't be able to do a frontal assault. So surely you have a deeper plan than that.
Well, I just kind of figured if we get numbers on him, it might be something. But you're making it sound like it's a pretty harsh deal there.
Well, I'd be a liar if I said it wasn't.
Yeah, I guess so. Just, yeah. I guess everything comes with a grain of salt. I just want to make progress. I'm sick of waiting for them to make the move.
Then we can agree on that. Today, though, we're going to have to be quick.
Why is that, man?
It's not easy leaving my little monster for long. They have fits, problems, things of the sort that I can only handle if I'm there, and
you've been through so much, man. Don't give up. We'll get them fine, okay? Besides, I'm sure Tomura has something.
Don't even try it. I'm just as upset with him. Even if he meant to help. His medicine is why I'm in this predicament.
I get it, dude. Hey, let's just get going then. We can talk about it on the road.
Then will you be going with us this time? I see. It's fine. I trust you, my little monster. Do you like that? Perhaps we'll have to keep it long after we've solved this. Then we go. It'll do you some good to get out. But if things go bad, if you feel an episode, please warn me. I'll protect you and bring you to a safe place. Now, let's go.
Sounds like things have been pretty tough for you too. I guess I understand it's gotten a lot more serious than it ever did. You know, way back when I thought the happy times of our UA days would go on forever. And I guess to a certain extent I always knew it in my head that there was no way it could. We're heroes after all, not a very safe profession. It's just the memories that don't feel like they're mine. I feel like I'm almost a different person than the me from before.
Perhaps you are, but I think we all change. Of course, myself included.
I can see that. Why don't you trust us, Shoto? We used to be such good friends. I mean, after everyone got brought together in the second year trials, it just...
Things change. When you don't have trust. The only reason why I trust you right now is I know you more than anyone. Couldn't have some kind of ulterior motive. I don't know why I believe it, but I do.
I guess I should be happy then. It's better than always being doubted. I'm kinda used to that one. I guess everyone has to deal with that sometime. Alright. So my lead is pretty simple. Aizawa-sensei. Or at least what he used to be. I got a lead on where he's gonna be today. I figure we pay him a visit. Maybe try and get some information from him.
That may work, but I don't think we'll be able to do it today.
Why's that? What if he's not there tomorrow?
No, it's just... we seem to have company.
Okay. I would normally be all for this planning and going out thing. But have you considered for a second, things might not be that cut and dry. You both are quite silly, aren't you?
Why would you say that? Trying to pick a fight with us, Tomura?
No, I think I get it. I had a generally bad feeling. You didn't think of this, did you, Kiri? A trap.
Bingo! We have a winner! Now, the thing about it is, they were trying to lure you all out so they could infect you and use you just like him.
Then you're saying it's about recruitment.
Well, yes, he did lose a really valuable pawn. So he's probably quite cross. Epidemic, that is. He doesn't exactly like being shown a losing hand. And I came to warn you two. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. We can form a plan, but it shouldn't be me.
And why's that?
Well, you can listen to what I've got to say, or you can see it.
What's that supposed to mean? What, we're gonna watch Aizawa somehow? When he's sleeping in his sleeping bag, what's going on?
Oh, it's pretty simple, really. We get to see the results. I don't even need him. I've already reverse engineered something. His strain of virus, his quirk. I can make it lead us right to him. The only difficulty here is we might walk into a trap anyways, but why not walk into a trap where we'll get to meet our lovely little tormentor firsthand? I've got to pay him back for something too. Dear old dad. You wouldn't get it.
But I do. Midoriya? Seriously? Look, I'm not fond of either of you right now. And you know why. I just don't have the time.
Don't worry, bro. I've got you. We're gonna get them back.
To think I let my guard down. Weak. Everyone's so weak. I'm so weak.
Oh man, there he goes.
Yeah, I think I've seen better days than that. Damn, guys, what happened?
Well, let's just say something went wrong. Very wrong. In something we were intending to do. And well, someone's out of cutie.
I know how that is. Well, kind of. Not like you guys do, though. So he knows what it's like now. No need to compare scars. If he comes around, we can all think of making a plan. I don't exactly favor our chances if we all go in alone. I second the motion. We're gonna need a lot more help than just us motley group.
Of course! That's why I've been putting together a lovely little group. Now, we can either be the superheroes or supervillains of the future. Or we'll die, or worse, become someone's pawn and rot in their little trophy cabinet. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but that doesn't sound very fun. If we're gonna do something, we better go out with a bang. And my little plan, with everyone involved, we take down UA. I know what you're thinking. You all used to go there, fond memories and all. But if we throw a wrench in the system, they won't be able to control us. Look, I know you're looking at me that way. But what choice do we have? They're gonna take over everything. This stupid little germ man is gonna blackmail them until society worships his feet. I mean, I guess, people are into that, but that's not the point. He doesn't give them the choice. He'll give you the flu every day of the week. Nobody's gonna stand up to that. Now come on, we've got a lot of planning to do. Oh yeah, and a wedding for... Well, I guess that would have to wait.
Shigaraki. We better get them back.
I'm sorry for making mention of it. I'm just so sure we're gonna rescue them that I'm not worried anymore.
Yeah, I get that. Just let's focus on the task at hand. Don't worry about it, Deku. You got this. I sure hope so, Kirishima. Or else I think I'm gonna lose my mind.
Don't do that. Dad would like it too much.
I know, sometimes it's so hard. And, well, sometimes it gets too hard to handle. But I'm doing my best.
Touching, really. But we all have our crosses to bear. Right now, I'm only concerned with curing my love.
Oh, we'll get to that. Don't be too angry about it now. Just because they go into, phases, doesn't mean they're wrong or bad. It's a phase for a reason.
You know that's not how it works. They can control themselves. Where do you think I got this from?
Ooh. I see. Well, make sure they don't tear up any Nomus. You wouldn't want them feeding on a Nomu. Though I say pedestrians aren't a very good one either, if we're trying to not look like villains here. Besides, there isn't just one problem. There's many. The biggest one being... do I really have to say it?
Go ahead, spit it out, Shigaraki.
With my former love.
No way, seriously? I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
It's always tragedy. But maybe there's still hope.
Well, we'll talk about that a little later. I don't feel right talking about it. Today's for business anyways. So, here's a token of good faith, Mr. Shoto.
And what's this?
Simple! It's a repressant. You'll get an entire 24 hours to spend with your love, before any risk of further fits or... I don't know what to call them yet. I'll do some tests for you, but that's the best I can right now. Mutations aren't so easy to work with. They're easy to incite, but not to reverse.
I see. 'Tis a shame, really. I was hoping someone could make this task easier.
Chin up, buddy. One really good source of information at fixing this whole mess is, drumroll please, the level 999 information that UA's medical facility has. They've been studying someone who's a mutation themselves. You know who.
I do. I know so well. They'll pay for it.
As much as I'd like to get revenge, there's no point in it if we're hurting innocents. Who else is in this operation?
Well, you'll meet them once we get back to the HQ. Look, I get it. You want time with your love. So, how about I give you this? You consider it, and if you decide to come with us, follow the instructions. Though be careful. If you follow them wrong, your life will be in danger.
So there's some kind of a defense mechanism.
Well, I had to put something there, or it wouldn't seem like the final boss's lair.
Hey, wait. Shouldn't we, in theory, be avoiding them actually making it down there?
Well, yes, but look, I watched too much anime, and it seemed like a cool idea. And it's practically useful. I just haven't figured out how.
Fine. I'll consider it. Come, my love.
Ciao, Mr. Ice Yacht.
Now, those fools have left. What do you think? Friends, not fools, you say. What a strange way of looking at it. I think what makes me the most leery is just how much they seem to trust me, despite it all. I know that Midoriya doesn't, and that's fine. Perhaps it's the more normal reaction, but the rest, it's far too kind, far too warm. I don't trust it, just like I don't trust my best friend, as he likes to put it. I would like to, and I am in his debt. It's just, after what happened, how can I consider someone a friend after everything like this? After the violence? After I've done things that were unforgivable. It's fine. You needed them. If I didn't do what I did, then you may have lost your mind or died. You may not be the same as when I first met you, but you're mine, and I love who you are. I almost wish I was the same, so that we could go and live. I don't care if we have to kill again 1,000 times. It doesn't bother me anymore. What bothers me is seeing you in suffering. Now, it'll only hurt for a moment. And you're done. So how shall we spend these hours? My love, does it feel like clarity? Like 1,000 stars coming into your mind in a way that you can see the world in a new light? That's how I remember my own. The test serum he used on me. He was worse back then. Something softened him up, and I'm not sure exactly what. Unless it's just a facade. In which case, if we do go, then we must be on our guard. The last thing we want is a slip-up of things. To end up in a trap built by our would-be friend. To be fair, his serum did help for a time. Maybe he's true to his word, he didn't know. But ignorance is not always bliss, as we know so well. And these tendencies, I struggle with them myself. To view things completely analytically, with only you having a chunk of my heart. The rest of it fading into nullity, like my previous self melts away, like an exoskeleton shed by a beetle. And I don't know how else to put it, except I'm desperate, empty,
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And yet, all I want to do is hold you like this. Is it wrong of me to be so happy just to see you smirk? It almost feels like I'm normal again. And yet I don't regret any of this. I'm fine. And there's so much that I left in the background. I was too afraid. Too weak. And now I must decide, are the companions even worth it? I only need you. You're the only thing in this world that's pure, the only thing untarnished. Perhaps even that thought is contrived by some chemical. Aren't we just that? Madly in love, caught beneath a boulder. And yet, managing to push past all expectations. And by that point, I feel there is nothing. Just a vast emptiness. I view it as potential, I guess. Potential to rebuild ourselves after all this is done. After you're healthy again. Then everything can fall into place. And it will become so beautiful. Like we were on our cruise. I've never once forgotten even a single sight of it. The island, even before. It was never as beautiful and breathtaking. Not nearly as much as you. And I can appreciate such things, such beauties, only when I touch. Do you love me? Even still? Even after I'm bathed in sin with blood on my hands? Does it make you fear me at all? You're such an anomaly, and that makes me love you more. You know, laying here with you, holding you in my arms, it's taught me, if I need a moment, I need only see the light in your eyes, and all of those voices, all of those things, they cease all at once and become legible, cohesive. I can make sense of them. Perhaps that's what love does. It helps us make sense of life. The poetic nature of just existing, captured in 1,000 kisses. Just one kiss is enough to make me want 1,000,000 more. But even then, would 1,000,000 really be big enough? I think not. Passion aside, I feel so whole when I'm with you. I'll be sure to cherish this. My very own, the one of my dreams who constantly makes me feel like I'm some kind of hero. Even now, my love for you grows, my baby. Oh, I can't get over how much my heart flutters at the slightest thing you might do. And it makes me so happy. It makes me so full of love, so full of happiness, that I don't know what to do or what to say. No matter where we are in the world, I'll always want to be with you. I'll always want to make you smile and happy and feel like you're the most special on this planet. I happen to very much believe that you're something beyond amazing. You're my love, and the only one I could ever feel this way for. Where I thought my heart was dead, you proved me wrong every time. And honestly, I don't know how to thank you.